The whole family's been feeling off lately, and we finally figured out the toxic reason why. It's In Real Life, episode 6. Yeah, we all just been feeling funky lately. I've been having headaches, same with Mike. I've had some nausea. Griffin has been getting, it seems like, every cold under the sun. He also has developed these rashes on his cheek and on his neck. It looks like eczema type of thing. And I'm like, where is this coming from? So one day Mike was like, you know what, I smell gas. And so I'm like, okay, we're going to call the gas people. So we call up Nicor. They come over and they find 5 gas leaks in our house. It's like, oh my gosh. So they found 2 right by the stove. Let's see, and then 3 downstairs, and 1 by the washing machine, 1 up by the ceiling, and then 1 by the water heater. So that was just such a shocking revelation. It was unbelievable, but it makes sense. When I started doing a little research, headaches, nausea, eczema, all of this can be caused from exposure to things like natural gas. So it's like, great. Even Paloma, you know, she had some digestive issues too. It's like, you know, this is like, and all of this started when we moved into this house. So it's been a very emotional last couple of days. I'm just trying to figure out, where do I go from here? What do I do? How can we heal as a family? How serious is it? You know, I don't know. Like, if you're exposed to heavy metals, I think those store in the body more, or pesticides, but how does natural gas process through the body? So I'm just trying to learn all of this on these last couple of days and figure out my course of action. Yeah, so this news just stinks, both literally and figuratively. I mean, we did have the plumbers come out, they fixed all the leaks, and then Nicor came back out, they retested it, and so now there's no gas leaks whatsoever, so that's a good thing. But I'm just having a really hard time forgiving myself. Because this is a situation, when we moved into this place, I could smell this faint gas smell. And I just didn't pay attention to that because my history was, in every place I've lived in, I've smelled gas. I just have a very sharp sense of smell. And so in my last place, I think I had the gas guys come out 3 times. And every time they come, they'd be like, sorry, there's no leak, you know, just nothing. And the place before that, they came out, nothing, you know. So I just thought it's just me, you know, that I just have a very sharp sense of smell. And, you know, when I'm cooking with a gas oven, you know, stove top, I'm just going to smell it. So it wasn't really until Mike said that he smelled it that I'm like, okay, we're calling. So it's just hard for me to forgive myself. That's really where I'm at, because I feel like I put my family in harm's way, and that, you know, I just didn't take action, just to always trust that intuition that we have. So if you ever smell gas, even if it's the faintest smell, call your gas company. It's so worth just getting checked out and just not having to live in that kind of environment. So I'm trying to find God in this whole situation. You know, part of me is like, gosh, why this happened to me? But I'm trying to move away from that and just get more to gratitude. And that this could have been a lot worse. You know, it could have been a situation where the house literally exploded. You know, it could have been monoxide poisoning. It could have been, you know, when Nicor came, they didn't say evacuate immediately. They didn't say open your windows and doors. I mean, it wasn't that serious. You know, especially the ones upstairs. They're like, oh, these are just little leaks, you know. So I guess that made me feel better, and I found, you know, gratitude in that. And, you know, in retrospect, we ran the exhaust fan constantly right near the stove because Paloma loved the sound of it. It was very comforting for her. There was also a heater that was like a box unit that would blow, you know, take air from the outside and circulate it. We always had that thing running in this freezing cold winter. So we definitely had some ways that we're kind of ventilating and moving any gas out. So I'm grateful for that. And also, if we would have gotten it fixed right away, we had our water heater replaced about a month and a half ago. And that was actually where the worst leak was. And that was the only one. She's like, this one was serious, she said, the Nicor lady said. And so I feel like, you know what, maybe it was a blessing, because we could have fixed all the other ones and then gone for a really long time not knowing about this one in the basement that was really serious. So there are a few silver linings. Aww. Ooh, I don't know about you, but I need some fresh air after all that stinky talk. So let's roll something cute. Yeah! There are only a few days left to enter our biggest giveaway ever. We're giving away a lifespan treadmill desk. This thing is worth $1,300. We love ours. We use it every day. So be sure to check it out. Link is in the video description below. Also, if you saw Tuesday's video, I did this unboxing of a Young Living essential oil starter kit, and a lot of you showed interest, so I started a private Facebook group where I'll be sharing tips and tricks on how to use the oils, that sort of thing. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a link in the video description below to join.
Yummy.
Well, of course we did our grocery store run this week. But instead of going into all that, I thought we'd show you some of the meals that we ate this week through the eyes of Griffin.
Salad and pasta, eggs and beans, steak and rice, tortilla cheese, salmon, pasta with sausage.
Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever had a gas leak or toxic exposure? Would love to hear your experiences and particularly what you did to heal. Share with us in the comments below, and thanks as always for tuning in.